Yeah, 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 yeah. So listen to this. How far has America come? This is from Mandel Nagan from the Daily Caller. He is an opinion writer. He said in C.S. Lewis's 1945 science fiction novel, That Hideous Strength, a group of Christian dissidents join forces with the resurrected wizard Merlin to fight a techno-Satanist conspiracy that threatens to engulf Britain and then the world. After learning that Christianity has been torn to pieces and speaks with a divided voice, Merlin makes a bold suggestion. If all this west part of the world is apostate, might it not be lawful in our great need to look further beyond Christianity? Today in our country, where progressives are rapidly mainstreaming Satanism and the Oval Office is occupied by a devout Catholic, in parentheses, who praises the chemical castration of children, many American Christians are asking themselves the same question. You know, the one thing that bothers me about this is I don't think we've tried Christianity. I don't think we've been. It's kind of like the Bill of Rights. People are like, we got to get rid of the Constitution. It just doesn't work. We haven't done it for like 100 years. So, and have we really done Christianity? I mean, a lot of people say they're Christians. I say I'm Christian. But I don't know. Do we live it every single day? Are we striving to be closer to God and to be better Christians? I haven't seen that movement. I feel like it's starting to bubble. But before we give up on Christianity, can we, I don't know, let's give it a whirl. 6 years ago, conservative Christians marched against Sharia law. Today, many would rather live under Islamic crescent than under the pride flag. And that might turn out to be the choice on offer. Christians are slowly, painfully learning that neutrality is a myth. Traditional adherents to the two faiths are already make common cause in resisting progressive tyranny. Anti-feminist, anti-trans commentary from conservative Christian pundits like Matt Walsh and Candace Owens have circulated widely among traditional Muslims.
You know what's crazy about all of this? Is that when you go into, I guess, political affiliation or trying to at least understand your side a little better. Let's say you're conservative or liberal. You're just trying to understand your side a little better. Some things, as a Christian, because I consider myself a Christian, you literally just cannot side with and also side with your religion. I'm not going to say those things, but if you're a Christian, you know what I'm talking about. Some things you literally cannot side with and also side with your religion. Some things, I'm not just talking about politics. I'm talking also about things that happen in society. I'm talking about things that happen on TV. If you side with these things, you are literally going in the opposition of your own religion. A new artist will come out and they will literally reference Satan on their songs. I can't listen to your music. That's what I mean. Like, when it's so blatant, like, it gets to the point where, like, I can't side with you. However, if you uphold your own religion in society and you say, like, no, I'm not doing that, I don't agree with that, for some reason you're bashed. And the reason that I'm bringing this up is because Christianity is one of the few religions that if you side with it in modern culture, you will be bashed for it. I don't see this happening with other religions the same way it happens with Christianity. If you've noticed that, comment down below, or maybe you disagree with me. Also comment down below. I want to know your thoughts.
In Dearborn, Michigan, Muslim parents shut down a school board meeting after learning that the school library included, among other titles, a guidebook explaining the ins and outs of gay sex. Some figures on the fringes of the right are even praising or embracing Islam. This should bother you, and this is one step closer to the line that I fear we're walking right up to. And the only solution is Christianity, practiced Christianity. Love thy neighbor. Why is this op-ed being written? because Christians are losing hope, and they're starting to say, well, this isn't working. Well, you haven't practiced your religion, I contend, for most people. And so what are they doing? They're looking for someone that's a little more hardline to clean up the mess. This is exactly what happened in Germany. Weimar Republic. I've been talking about this recently. Weimar Republic. The first trans surgery happens in 1925. They open a university of sexology. They start pumping out LGBTQ and transgender stuff. It permeates the culture. That's what the movie Cabaret is really about. It permeates the culture. It degrades the culture. It starts to seep into the school. Pedophilia rears its ugly head, and people have had enough of it. When there is another choice, they try and fight, but the churches are already dead. And so people look to something else. And the something else...
I'm still in the pursuit of a church home, but I don't really know if I trust churches as much as I used to. Although I am a Christian, I'm a Christian. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I say it here. When it comes to church homes, the reason I don't trust them is because I feel like a lot of church homes have hidden agendas, and they will put financial obligation over the Bible's obligation. So it's always been hard for me to know if a church is heading in the right direction, or if a church really upholds something that's biblical rather than societal. Because I've listened to a lot of churches, and I'd hear them talk about things that aren't in the Bible, that go against the Bible, if I'm being honest. And it just drew me off of the church home. So hopefully I find one. If you have any good suggestions for me, comment down below.
Is Adolf Hitler. Because the first year or so, all he's talking about is making Germans moral again. And so he goes in and he destroys it. And what did everyone say? All the people said, well, you know what? He's so ridiculous, nobody's ever going to listen to him. But he'll get the job done, and then we'll take back the power. Doesn't work that way. I don't want to live under a crescent flag, thank you. Sharia law, not for me. But the left is pushing and pushing and pushing. Monday night, the Los Angeles Dodgers announced that they had reversed course again and now have re-invited the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence to be honored at their June 16th Pride Night festivities. The drag queens who dress as nuns accepted an apology and will receive the Community Hero Award at the Dodgers' 10th annual LGBTQ plus Pride Night.
And this is what I mean, bro. You have people who are part of the LGBTQ dressed as nuns who are receiving a community award. Doesn't seem a little disrespectful to the Christian belief to you? That's extremely, and I feel like that's what I'm talking about. I feel like Christianity is just so disrespected, and I feel like a lot of people don't even look at it as a real religion. They don't look at it as real, and that is extremely disrespectful to the Christian belief. But this stuff is kind of common in society, as if Christians just don't care about Christians, and they actually kind of bash you for being a Christian and go out their way to disrespect your religion. But
they are being cited for the life-saving work that they have done tirelessly. So these quote-unquote nuns, all drag queens, their slogan is "Go forth and sin some more," are doing life-saving work. They are also mocking Christians. They are, diabolical in nature, opposing the things that Christians believe. So the Dodgers said, no, we're not going to do this because the Catholics went crazy. Well, apparently, Catholics don't have as much power anymore as the drag queen community. Let me give you this story. Do you remember a story I told you about the transgender pedophile that took his 7-year-old daughter and
Wow.
made movies with her and
Wow.
other pedophiles?
Wow. I hope that's not true, bro. That's disgusting. That's disgusting, man. This whole video is just really irritating me. Y'all could probably tell because I'm not really saying much, but I've noticed this happen in a lot of society too. The Christian belief is just completely disrespected in modern society. Completely disrespected and utterly ignored. Like our wants and needs are utterly ignored, man. So if you're a Christian, just stay in your word. Make sure you follow your beliefs, and I think God will reward us for it.
There were rape movies over and over and over again, and it was women's prison. And he's suing now because he says he and the entire Wiccan population at the prison, he's a witch, he said they've suffered religious discrimination and we seek religious accommodations. Now, as the Blaze reported a couple of weeks ago, after serving as president of the Clark County Queer Association, he started an amateur transgendered pornography film business. He and 3 other degenerates, one of them is now a fellow inmate at the women's prison with him. There's 2 guys now fully intact in the women's prison.
This is disgusting, man.
He did what the judge said was, if not heinous, cruel, and depraved, I don't know what is. So he was convicted. He was sent into prison. He and his fellow transvestic child rapist are there, and they are trying to hold religious services. And he wants certain items, including a witch's cloak. That's a brown hoodless cloak. It is one of the personal religious items that he says he needs. Other items, the Book of Shadows, a divination tool, pentacles, pentagrams, rune cards, salt, and chalices. I don't know. I say no. I say no. This is why John Adams said, if you're not a religious and moral people, this system will fall. It's not made for the opposite. You have to have your own morals. You have to have your own.
When is enough? Because this is actually insane, man. This is insane. There's no way majority of people support this type of stuff at all.
Standards. And as a society, we have no more standards. So you can just argue, oh, yeah, the guy's a Satan worshiper. Yeah, give him the chalice. Sure. No. Washington State now spending $83,000 of taxpayer money on training drag queen story hours. Washington State is spending that money, and they're going to feature the director of Drag Queen Story Hour, titled Washington DEI Empowerment Conference. The training is set to have talks that include diversity, anti-racism, and equity. Hayden Michaels, the Deputy Communications Director of the Office of Financial Management, said, we expect the cost of putting on the conference to be about $83,000, 16 sessions, 5,000 seats each session. That's about $1 per seat, he said. Yeah, I don't think the problem is the money, really, quite honestly. It's a drag story hour and fireside chat. How about San Francisco? They've just named their first drag laureate. The drag laureate, promoting the city's queer culture and community. Mayor declared the official job description as being fabulous all of the time.
What?
It comes with a $55,000 stipend for the 18-month position. It's part of the program from the mayor's office and the public library.
This is crazy stuff, bruh. This is insane stuff. I'm assuming the poll is because the video title is "This Poll Reveals the Shocking Truth," and that was the title of this video I'm reacting to. The poll is that majority of Americans don't support this. I don't even know what the poll is. But if somebody knows, comment down below. But anyways, bro, this is insane. I can't even believe that I'm watching this type of stuff right now. It's disgusting. It's not right. But if you have any more suggestions, comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.